Hi there, Alpha community. So welcome to the latest in our series of trader interviews. And we've got a special one for you today with someone in-house. We've got Jonathan Basera, and he's got a great backstory to tell you. He'll take you through some of the darker side of trading and a positive story. But without further ado, we'll pass over to John to introduce himself.
Thank you, Planty, for this time. So yeah, like I said, like you say, my name is Jonathan Basera. I'm from Puerto Rico, and I've been trading for around 4 years. Well, when I moved to the USA just to continue my chiropractic degree, I just discovered trading, and I started with the stock options. I was having problem trading because you require a lot of capital to trade options, and there's no pro firms that give you money to trade options. So then after that, I discovered Forex market, and I opened a couple of demo accounts just to see how is the trading conditions, how is Forex. And then
And this is all while you're still studying, yeah?
yeah, that's everything is while I'm doing my degree. So I was full-time chiropractic student. At the same time, I just want to learn trading. And I was explain why I want to become a real full-time trading. So after that, couple of years, I discovered Alpha. I was scrolling on Facebook. I said, okay, what is a pro firm? So I discovered Alpha, and then I bought my first.
What attracted you to Alpha then in the first place?
Basically, it was a promo, 40% discount on the challenges. I said, okay, let's try this. And I really like the company, the Discord, everything. I started trading with Alpha since then. And if I fast forward, my progress took me a lot of challenges, a lot of failures to get funded. Last year, I was funded 50K. I reached to 5% profit. I got really, really, really greedy, and I decided to continue to, and I lost my account, my funded 50K account. I got funded again with 100K, and I never reached profit, so I lost my account. And if I fast forward more, I got funded last month again, 100K, and I reached to payout. I made 6% profit on that.
Excellent.
100K, and then I request payout. So I would say, short story short, I made it after a couple of years of failure. So there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, no, well, we're going to go over all that and have a look at it, because I'm sure it's really interesting for people to hear, because it is a difficult journey, and, you know, trying to overcome all those successive losses and getting to profit is such a difficult thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So what really got you interested in trading then? When you'd come from Puerto Rico, you must already be happy that you've got onto a good degree. What made you look for trading?
That's a really great question. So basically, when we're kids, our families say to us most of the time, go to the school, go study to make more money, go be a doctor to make more money. And I was opening my eyes that wasn't the case. Like, you need to work really hard to earn like limited money for you and your family. So I discovered trading like a open of freedom. Like, I can work wherever I want. Like in the morning, I can do it in the night, and I can spend time with my family. Right now, I have a baby, I have a wife, and my goal is to just be with them 24/7, be able to trade full time. And not.
Are you? Sorry to interrupt. Are you looking to be a full-time trader now, or did you finish off your chiropractic degree? Or
I'm currently a chiropractor right now.
So you're still practicing?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! So you are. So you that obviously is going to impact how you trade and the time frames and what you do.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I was in the school, I was trading London session, because in my time is around 4 a.m. So I have plenty of time to trade, and then I can focus on school. When I was working, I was focusing on London session at the same time. I'm working my 8 to 5, 8 to 6, because it's really hard for me trading New York session. But in my long-term stuff, just to become a full-time trader, forget about working, and with my profits, go back to Puerto Rico and open a clinic there.
Oh, you want to open a clinic back home?
Yeah.
Wow. So with the chiropractic medicine, I always hear people say that is a bit of a pseudoscience as well, isn't it? You're getting into people's heads. Do you and trying to get them to overcome the pain and stuff? Is there kind of parallels into the trading world that you see from that?
Basically, I would say no, because I know in the past people say that chiropractic is like more placebo, but it's more like holistic approach, and you need to know how to communicate with the patients about chiropractic. I mean,
Yeah.
Of course, chiropractic doesn't have the answer for everything. Medicine doesn't have the answer for everything as well. It's like a respect from chiropractic to medicine, medicine to chiropractic. But
Yeah, no, I was just gone.
I can compare, like, because people say that trading is hard and people want to be rich really quick. They want to be really fast in the results. But you need to see trading like a school. It become I spent 5 years to become a chiropractor. So it will be the same with trading. It will take you years. It's like a person wants to be a doctor in medicine. Probably it's gonna take 5, 6 years to become a surgeon. If someone
This is it. You're forever learning the little nuances, aren't you? It's not an overnight success thing. You can't just walk into it. It's, so you said the first market you dabbled in was traded options, and I heard you say an important thing there. That needs a lot of capital, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
Particularly if you're buying options and they're just losing their time value and stuff. So that's an obvious reason why you'd look to get into this funded prop world.
yeah.
I was wondering what attracted you to the millionaire's paradise that ACG is, but that's a pretty obvious one. And how did you find trading the instruments you do on Alpha Capital compared to trading options?
So in options, I was trading SPY, and then when I moved to Forex, I started trading gold, and then after that, I changed to Euro USD, and then in a couple of months ago, I changed to indices USD. So I've been in, as you can see, I've been in really weird flow because I start gold, which is really, really, really fast every day. And then I move to Euro USD, which is really slow most of the time. And then I move again to USD that indices can move.
Yeah, so they're all markets within markets, aren't they? You can see from looking at Discord and chats, etc., people find their own way, don't they? What suits them.
Oh yeah.
And it is a journey, and I think everyone has to have a go at gold in life just to, you've got to wear that volatility. It teaches you a lot.
Oh yeah.
And increases your discipline, doesn't it, on what you look at. So obviously it's not been the easiest of journeys, as you said. What kind of trader would you describe yourself as? Are you a technical trader, a fundamental, or a combination?
I would say more technical. This year my goal is to learn more fundamental wise, because I know that the news have a really big impact in the market.
Yeah.
So if I know how to read the news, probably I will have more success.
Okay. Well, I'll keep trying to help you with that. It's, I'm still learning. What sort of strategy do you use? Because presumably options trading, that was more swing trading. You're taking a longer time for you.
Oh yeah, I mean,
is that translated to what you do now?
No, now I'm like intraday. Like I tend to hold my trades around 1 to 4 hours, and then I close the trades. I never hold the trades more than 5 hours, just because, especially USD, that it can go all the morning up and then can have a reversal. I never been swing trader. For me, I don't have the patience to hold the trade and leave my phone alone.
So if you've got a 4-hour time frame, what kind of time frames within that are you looking at to do your trade, base your trades on?
So I use 1 hour to see like the market structure, and then I go down 15 and 5 minutes to see any change of structure, either go to the supply or demand, and I just tend to hold that trade until it reaches to my profit area.
Okay, and hopefully in a short while we'll have a look at a little setup that you might put on. So what would a week look like? How do you plan for the week ahead, or is it a daily basis? And do you journal?
Yeah, I journal every single day, even my losses and my wins. I have a Notion aside, so every day I screenshot my trades, and then at the end of my trading day, upload my screenshots, put the notes on them, what I learned, what I can do better. That helped me a lot. And I have another journal of my backtesting days.
Okay, so you said that's helped you. So in the early days when you started, what was your journaling like?
So when I started, I wasn't journaling anything. So
this is something that I hear a lot. It's really helped people, hasn't it?
Yeah, journal is like basically tell you what are you doing right every single day. And if you are not journaling, you're wasting your time trading and money. So when you start journaling and backtesting and have that data with you, you will see how your trading it will change.
It's a very good point. Brilliant stuff. And so within that, because you act as a moderator, don't you, in the system, so you get a lot of the questions. A lot of people talking about the spreads and the raw commissions and things like that. How do you trade? Do you do stop losses and limit entry? limit exit, or do
I
you just rely on the slippage or non-slippage, as it were, that people seem to create?
I know. That's something that never
The
ends.
endless question.
To be honest, I always execute market price. I set my stop loss after and my TP in my area. I never had any problem with the spreads or seepage, so I know that
No,
I don't like to.
yeah, I find it amazing how many questions we get on the system.
Oh
It's
yeah,
crazy. Like I spent a career, dependent upon lots of commissions, and people are desperate to spend commission. I think it's silly, but they'll learn. They will learn. When you put a trade on, do you leave it to honor its stop loss and target price, or do you do events and the progression of the trade? Do you mess around with it? Do you
oh,
take partials?
I have that problem before. Like I was placing the trade, and as soon I see profit, I just close my trade, and then after that, I can see how the price gonna go to my TP area. And the back texting helped me a lot to manage that emotion. So if you place a trade risking $500, I'm okay with that. So either my trade is gonna take stop loss or it's gonna hit my TP. So right now that's my mindset. If I open a trade and I'm okay to risk $500, okay, I don't mind. The market will do the job.
Exactly, and that is when you're in a winning mode. It's trusting that process, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what I think a lot of early starters in this field need to catch up with quickly, isn't it? It's like trust your model once you've got it,
Oh yeah.
and stick with it. So within all that, then what's your win and loss profile been like? Then have you got any famous stories for us?
About the losses and winnings?
Losses and wins.
Oh wow. So okay, so with Alpha, I lost over 60 accounts challenges.
Your wife's not in the room, is she?
Oh no, she's not here. I
Okay.
know probably a lot of people have high numbers, but for me, it's a really high number because I don't have the high income to continue to buy challenges. So all the challenges have been with the really good effort. So if I have some
Yeah.
savings, I will put it aside and buy a challenges. But I will say that if I didn't journaling or backtesting the proper way, I will avoid all these problems. But things happen for a reason. You need to learn the hard way, and I learned that way, like wasting money on challenges. And it took me if I 60 challenges, and I only got funded 4 times. It was like whoa. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's worth it. I mean, this is this is trading. You need to learn how to accept losses. You need to be happy to, I mean, not happy, but you need to be ready to lose money.
And it's education, isn't it? It's not, it's the classic. The successful people, they don't make mistakes. It's all building up the learning profile.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's the learning process. I mean, you're gonna fail, but at the end, you're gonna see that light at the end of the tunnel. And I saw this year my first payout. Hopefully, I will get a payout soon again. I mean, with this US problem, so now I'm trading futures.
Yeah. Do you think you'll come back to prop world?
Yeah, I will come back, of course. I'm just waiting for this set it down and all regulations be able to US trade again.
No, exactly. It's a shame, but it needs to. The system needs to cleanse itself, doesn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
And we'll be much stronger afterwards.
Of course.
So I've got in this little section before you show me a trade, and this will be relevant. Can you, if you were to meet your past self at the start of your trading journey, what advice would you give yourself?
Oh my God. I would say that you need to be patient. Like at the first I was impatient enough. I wanted to see money really fast. And money is a consequence of actions. So I learned that the hard way. So right now I can see that if you do things really well and in the proper way, the money will follow. And if I see 4 years back, I would say just be patient, just trust the process, look for help, let your ego aside, look for mentor. I mean, there's no shame on watching videos every single day, even the basic stuff, because sometimes we need to learn basic stuff to continue to improve in our system, and that's the reality. I mean, people don't know what is a break of structure, and then they mess up, and there's no shame with that. I mean, this is a learning process. You need to learn every single day. Let your ego.
And I'd say all these concepts that they're all different ways of looking at the market. No one's ever winning all the time with every strategy.
Oh, that's for sure.
So
Yeah.
it is a good discipline to learn as much as you can, isn't it? From each, see what works for you, and accept that it's not 100% losses. It's 60-40. You're gonna make a good living, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's another point. Like, if you have a system, trust that system. Continue to work on it. Don't start to changing system. Don't start to learn new stuff, because that will slow down your process. I did it myself. I was between strategies, between system, back and forward, and that slowed me a lot.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, do you want to bring up your screen and give us a show of how you do things on a daily basis?
Yeah, let's do it. Come on. All right. So this is basically US theory. I delete my data every day just to have a clean chart. But for example, if I take this out, see how this supply zone create this push to the down. And I was basically looking a buy in this demand zone. That's why I have marked here. I remember taking a trade right here in this spot. And I remember I hold this trade until this position right here, even though my first target was here. And that's basically my system. Like, this supply zone create this push to the downside, taking out these lows over here, and then this demand zone was created. I didn't look for buys until the retest. So basically 1 day of waiting. Then after that, I remember setting my order and then hold until here. My main target was here. I didn't hold because I remember it was news or it was Friday, and I don't like to trade Friday. So that's why.
Right.
So that's
because generally you'd have held on, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, that was a really good one, but I would say it's Thursday. Let me close it because I don't like Fridays. It can either go higher, perfect, or it can just go down. In this case, continue to go higher. And this day I haven't trade. I didn't like the price actions here in US Terry these days, but that's basically my system wise.
So what did you, education wise, what did you look at to get you into doing this strategy?
So basically order blocks or fair value gap. Like right here, you can see how that fair value gap was formed and was retest and then continue to the upside. And then if I go to the 50 minutes in that zone, it's the same. Like, all this was filled, this retest, and then I enter right here with stop loss basically here.
So that's quite tight, really, relative to the move you're expecting.
Yeah. I just basically remember taking my profit right here in this line.
Cool. And that was, you'd started on the hour time frame, had you, and then you dropped down.
Yeah, I started
15
my 1 hour and then wait myself 5 minutes.
And did you remember what you said now? You've been trading US 30. Is that the only instrument you're doing now, or do you still go back to the
right now
to the old ones?
I'm trading US 30.
Why do you stick to the one instrument?
I just probably have my energy and focus on US 30. Now I can see how it's moving, because if I move myself to Euro USD, gold, I will be really confused on the different prices, different prices.
Yep.
So I decided just to stay with one pair and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I find that at the moment, because I'm having to look at all the markets, analysing, it's very difficult to keep concentrated in any one area. Yeah, it's tough. Anything else you want to show us on the tech side, or are you happy with that?
Oh no, I mean, that's basically, it's really simple. I mean, when I start, I have
that's good.
Bunch of indicators.
No, I don't. Yeah, don't want to give the trade secrets away. But yeah, no, I think that's a message to get across to new starters as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Start simple, build it up, tweak your models as you go along, but find something that works and stick with it. You've got to give it time, haven't you, to play out?
Yeah.
And, so next section, I'd like to do just a few funny questions.
Yeah.
It's all for people to see your personality. So Alpha's got a lot of good feedback for the fun community, and you're a big part of that, I've noticed when I'm on there. What do you most like about the Alpha Discord, and do you have a favorite meme?
Oh my God. I mean, that's for sure. We have a really fun time in the Discord. I work for Alpha support. Sometimes when the Discord is really slow, we start making jokes and fun there. But I don't have any favorite meme.
No, that's all right. I've asked this to Alex. How on earth do you keep sane when there's 75,000 people there, and once it starts going mental, you're reading one line and it's about 20 lower down before you've finished?
Oh yeah,
it's absolutely crazy. That's mad. So on that point, apart from the self-proclaimed king of banter, Alex, who would you say on there is the funniest? And that can be
the funniest,
a client or someone at Alpha.
Oh my! I would say the funniest regardless, it's Alex.
That's it. You're going to get a raise. Well played. What is your favorite trading film or TV series that you've ever seen? And did anything inspire you to
Oh,
become a trader?
The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, that's classic, and that's my favorite.
You must have a friend called Steve. Yeah. So aside from that, then what else do you do to relax when you're not trading?
Probably reading books.
You've obviously got a young child, haven't
Oh
you?
yeah,
So that's not
I
easy.
have a 1 year, 4 months baby, but beside that, I will use my free time to read, journaling, probably watching some movies or something, just not trading related, because trading can be
Yeah.
overwhelming.
You can find a way of switching off.
Yeah.
Good. And then another one for the team. If you could pick a member of the team that you had to do Secret Santa for, who would it be and what would you buy?
Oh wow. I would say Joey.
Okay, why?
I mean,
What and why?
why?
What would you buy him and why?
I would send him a whiskey bottle.
That's all we need to know. And then, do you like music?
Yeah.
So I'd like to know what do you play when you're angry, and then what do you play to chill out?
When I'm angry, I don't hear any music because I don't have the mind to set. But already just Bad Bunny stuff.
Love it. Plans for the future. Now, you've got some ideas about expanding the Spanish community, is that right? Within the Alpha community? You want to speak about that?
A big project with Alex, just basically impact the Spanish community, Colombia, Mexico, all these South American countries, and basically increase Alpha space. I know we have a lot of members now, but at the same time, we want Spanish speaking in the Discord. We want to impact those communities, and that's a really big project that we have.
So we watch this space, and hopefully we'll hear more from you on that.
Oh yeah.
In the weeks ahead.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff. So a big thing that I want to talk about with you, which I think is the most important part of trading, is psychology. And obviously you've got that pseudo degree background and from all your trading. And can you tell us why it's important to you and what you do on a day, weekly basis to back that up?
I believe that psychology is the number one tool that you need for trading. You can learn a system in 2 weeks, and you can have data of that system in a couple of months. But what is really hard is to know when you want to trade, what you're going to be trading, and having that discipline of, for example, if you're trading London session, I don't want to see you trading Asia session or New York session. That's basically your psychology, your discipline. You need to be really, really with your times because your system works around that time. Also, if you're in a really bad mood, don't trade because it's going to affect your charts. It's going to affect your trading. If you have any big argument with your family or something, do not trade. You need to really discipline with that. I mean, that's going to affect your psychology.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say psychology, in my beginning, it wasn't the best. I think that's why I didn't have the results until I started reading really good books like Trading in the Zone, The Mental Game of Trading. Just to mention one, I have Psychology of Money. You will learn how to have that love with the money, or at the same time, like money is just follow up of actions. And I believe that if you can work the psychology properly, your trading will elevate a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I said we put out some videos last week on Friday just talking about confirmation bias.
Yeah.
And I was on the chats talking about a trade that was a winner. Then I'm busy in the Friday morning. It's going wrong. Then I'm finding ways to try and go, well, actually, I'm right. And then you're just getting so angry as you lose 1,000 bips.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Like, how do you cope with that? And it's, you get all the animals out of the room. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. But you need to obviously, like you say, get over that because you start doing silly things. You start looking for revenge trades.
Yeah, and that's the worst, like the revenge trading, because I mean your setup can be there, but you can either lose or win. This is a probability game, so either you're gonna win, either you're gonna lose, but you trade your setup, so that's fine. That's your trading success in the day. You follow your setup, you follow your rules. Didn't work out, fine. But if you continue to trade that day, you're gonna start revenge trading, oversizing, and probably lost your account.
Yeah, because I say that, and I mentioned that on my introduction, is that doing all that hard work, and when you're new to trading and you've done everything, you've read all the rules, you've spent weeks and weeks, and your first big trade blows up. I mean, trying to deal with that.
Yeah, I know.
I really feel for people, and we're Alpha are quite big on home, and I think we've got plans for expanding more. What other techniques have you got for for overcoming that? Or if someone's going through a bad run, what should they do?
Say what again?
If people are struggling with the psychology of trading and they're on a bad run, what do you think they should do?
I would say, like I said before, just put aside your ego and look for a mentor. I mean, if you want the results that you want, you need to look for someone that has the results that you want. So look for a mentor. There's nothing bad with that. Even Alpha provide one-on-one review, management, and psychology if you need it. I think that's a really important aspect of Alpha. I think there's no company out there that one of the head of support will be with you one-on-one, reviewing your account, working on your psychology. I think there's plenty of tools to success, but people want the fastest route.
Yeah, and obviously that isn't always the case, is it? You've got to work through those issues. And I that was my question. But at Alpha, we do provide tools, don't we? There's a really big advantage.
Oh yeah,
of being with us, of being in the community.
I mean, I took one review with Jeter one time, and that changed my trading a lot too. Like I was really exposed to the market, and he said, "You're really exposed to the market a lot. You need to trade and go out." And I start doing that, and my trade changes. So sometimes,
so you clear the mind.
Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes the little advice will change your trading. I mean, people need to be really ready to accept help.
Absolutely. I think George and I on one of the Pips and Pinters coming out, we said that the market is there every day.
Oh yeah.
Don't be afraid to walk away. It'll be back. It'll still be there. You can suddenly make all the profit in one day that you thought you were going to make over the month. It's not impossible.
Yeah.
It can go both ways, but there is that opportunity, isn't there? So to sum up then, how would you describe what a successful trader is and what traits they should be looking for, and any other comments that you'd like to make sure you've said today?
Wow. I mean, right now I'm not I would say, I'm a successful trader. I reached the payout, but I still have a lot from to learn. Like I'm not perfect yet. I think not every trader is. Right now I'm working on my at least consistency. I mean, I'm not looking for home runs. I'm looking to at least every 14 days, at least to have 3% of gains, and that's it. Or at least follow my game plan. I know the market will never give you what you're looking for. I mean, market moves really different each day, especially with news.
Absolutely. So forever changing.
Oh yeah. And I would say just people continue to work on themselves. I mean, trading is easy, but it's really hard because you need to work on yourself. You need to work on your internal aspect. You're a high energy person, you're really an anxiety person, you're a really calm patient. You need to know what type of person you are and be able to transfer that to the charts. Because if you're really high energy, you're gonna start looking setups in everywhere.
Absolutely. Have you, on that basis then, have you got any books or articles that you could recommend for people to look at for defining themselves?
Oh yeah, let me bring the book real fast. So we all know that trading in the zone is the basic and the most important book for traders. I read Trading in the Zone, but this book right here, The Mental Game of Trading, changed my whole life of trading. It gives you some, like, I would say not games, but like activities just to manage the emotions. It can help you how to control the greed, the fear, the anger, the confidence, and the discipline in the trade. It's really, really good.
No, that's really good advice, and we'll hopefully attach a list probably to the end of this for people to pick up on. So I think that's been a wonderful story that you presented there, and it's been obviously it's a classic journey, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
you've gone through all the.
It's funny.
The pains at the beginning.
It's really funny because from a chiropractor trading, it's a lot of difference. But
some would say you've gone from a pain in the back to a pain in the head, hasn't it?
Yeah,
something like that. But if you're happy, that's been a wonderful interview. I think there's lots for people to ponder there. I'd like to thank you very much, Jonathan Basera.
Thank you for the time. I really enjoy it.
It's been a pleasure.